Children, in previous class, we started to learn about the laws for women. In this, we already have seen the Dowry Prohibition Act of 1961 and the Dowry Prohibition Amendment Act of 1984 and protection of rights on divorce. Our today's topic is the Commission of Sati Prevention Act. On 4th September 1984, Roop Kanwar, she was a married woman, committed sati. She did not do this of her own free will. She was forced by somebody to doing so. So, the woman activist and journalist Meena Menon, Geeta Seshu, Sujata Anandan, Anu Joseph, and Kalpana Sharma investigated this case. And in 1998, the government passed the Sati Prevention Act because of this case. And we know that committing sati and glorifying the practice of sati were illegal act. This is not legal. So the government passed the Sati Prevention Act. It was this women are doing this sati. It was not really their own choice, but it to force them to do so. It was the selfish interest of a group of people, and forcefully they are doing this sati. The government passed the Sati Prevention Act. According to this, committing sati and glorifying the practice of sati all were illegal act. Next topic is Protection of Human Right Act. In 1993, the law was enacted to prevent injustice to men and women. The National Human Rights Commission was also formed this purpose. And in 1993, Protection of Human Right Act passed because to prevent the injustice to men and women. And in the same year, National Human Rights Commission also formed for this purpose. Which purpose? To prevent the injustice to men and women. And in some states, the State Human Rights Commission also formed. So this deals with the collective oppression, the social condition of the divorced woman and secure workplace. These all things they are dealing, and by this the severity of the law. This law has helped to reduce the severity of the injustice against the woman. Then next, reservation for women. According to the 73rd and 74th Amendment of the Constitution, the one-third seats of the Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, Jilla Parishad, municipality and municipal corporation were reserved for the woman. One-third seats were reserved for the woman. Not only that, Sarpanch, chairman and mayor post. This also reserved for the one-third portion seats reserved for the woman. And in Maharashtra and other 15 states have reserved 50% seats for the woman, half of the seats for the woman. This provision provided women the opportunity to participate in the business of the community. Because of this, women got an opportunity to participate in the administrative purpose, the business of the community. After the independence, the Indian Constitution accepted the principle of equality of men and women. Hence, women got the important political right to vote. After independence, women got the right to vote because in our constitution it is written, or we accepted the principle of equality of men and women. Men and women are equal, so the right to vote also given to the woman. Then women got equal right to education and work on par with men. And after that, in human practice like sati, dowry, polygamy, these all were banned by the law. Then woman's right to sue for divorce was recognized. Even women also can approach the court for the petition against the divorce, and they got a lawful share of the property. And not only that, in the 73rd and 74th amendment of the constitution, the one-third seats were reserved for the women in local self-government bodies, and seats were reserved for the women so that they would have their right, their they have their just share of political power. They got the right to participate in political affairs, and we see today that due to this provision women have begun to get education and to end because of this all rules, regulations, rights, and because of this women began to get education and started to end. And also due to idea of women's liberation, women are developing a sense of self. They have begun to participate enthusiastically and with determination in all field of education, earning money, administration, politics, etc.